Hello, everyone. Here to do your weekend tarot reading for November 8th and November 9th of 2025. Hope everybody's well. We'll get started with an overall energy for the weekend, and then we'll look at the past, the current, and the immediate future. Let's get a current energy for the day. We have the Devil. Immediate past, Temperance, currently the Magician, and immediate future is the High Priestess. So we have all major arcana in those positions, and the bottom of the deck is the Page of Wands. So this weekend looks like a kind of a important weekend, a powerful weekend, with all this major arcana out here on the table. The Devil is about obsession, toxicity, being chained to something. Most of the time, the Devil represents something that we're connected to in a way that we're feeling bound to, that we're having difficulty removing ourselves from. With that being said, and also it can be like this like toxicity piece where it's not great to be tied to that person, place, thing, whatever it is. Sometimes it can also be such an intense type of dedication to something that you're doing. Like let's say you have a new business that you are starting, and it's all you think about. You eat, breathe, sleep this new project. Sometimes we have to do that to get something off the ground. So it's not necessarily like this moral thing. It's not necessarily like bad or good in a moral sense. It's more of a balance sense. Like, is the obsession so strong that other things in your life aren't getting attention? So it's more in that line than it is a morality. In your immediate past, you have Temperance. There's some type of balance that you had brought in the past. There's some type of where you were able to change your world from a place like water to wine, like this alchemy. You did bring in some type of emotional equanimity. In your current situation with the Magician, you're still manifesting. You're manifesting the heck out of something. You're bringing something into your world. I think that's why this Devil is here, because you're working really hard at something. The High Priestess in your immediate future is all about using your intuition to help guide you in this. More of like your gut feeling, more of leaning into your inner knowing. Let's do some clarification. Can we clarify the Devil? Can we clarify this Devil energy? We have the Eight of Cups and the Nine of Swords. We've been getting... I shuffle the heck out of these cards. We've been getting the Eight of Cups. We've been getting the Nine of Swords. So there is a little worry around this. And this Devil energy, you are trying to walk away from it currently. You are trying to walk away, and it is bringing in a little distress. In the immediate past, you did balance things. Let's see what happened in this immediate past. Because there was balance in this immediate past. Six of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, you were balancing things. You were doing it in even like a nice way, like a kid-like way, a way of like bringing in some nostalgia, bringing in some really comforting peace. Like this is even about family and old friends, and you were balancing things. You were balancing whatever this piece that you're bound to, whatever this is that you are putting a lot of energy into. You in the past, you were balancing your family and your old friends, and you were doing a great job at it with this Two of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. But currently, today, there's a little bit angst around it. Let's look at this Magician. Can we clarify the Magician? Ten of Cups and Two of Cups. Okay. This Ten of Cups and Two of Cups is all about complete happiness with another. It's about complete happiness with a soul partner. And this could be a relationship. This could be a relationship you're having with someone. But this Ten of Cups, that's today. You're manifesting it. This could actually be this devil energy with Eight of Cups and this Nine of Swords could actually be this transformative energy from feeling bound to this past energy of this balance, because you're trying to walk away from it. And with this Two of Pentacles, you were juggling. You were juggling this past with something that you're very passionate about today, and you may have made a decision to stop juggling with one of these parties. It could have even been like, let's say you had a couple houses that you were looking at to buy, and you just you're going back and forth. Like, one might have been like in a neighborhood that you used to grow up in, or in a neighborhood that you're very comfortable in, that you know very well, and the other house could be like in a new area, but you're feeling kind of bound because your family all lives in this older area, and you want to be close to your family, but you really want this new house, and you finally are making a decision. Because it was causing some angst, and you're feeling bound to one of them, and it was taking up a lot of space in your mind. Today, you're manifesting this complete happiness with either another, with a project, with a place, with something, but you're bringing it in. And like I said, we got 4 major arcana on here. It's going to be kind of a life-altering decision. Let's look at this High Priestess. What can she tell us here? Six of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. So the High Priestess is going to ask you to lean into what you love. First off, we have the Queen of Cups here. What you love, what is going to nurture your heart, what's going to nurture your soul, and which of these pentacles here you're going to get the biggest bang for your buck. That could be, again, with those projects, with those people, with those places, but that's what that's looking at, is which of these am I going to get the biggest return from? Because I'm putting energy in. We got 2 6s on here. You guys are putting energy into something, and you may be getting more back from a certain area. And so what the cards are suggesting is that to use your intuition, your inner knowing, your gut knowledge, and lean into that, lean into what you love, lean into what's going to nurture your heart and your soul, and look at your ROI, look at your return on investment in whatever capacity that is. The bottom of the deck on the second one is the Emperor. The bottom of the deck on the first one is the Page of Wands. This is suggesting to do it in a way with that Page of Wands that is like a scouting mission of passion. What is going to bring in that passion, that fun? I love the Page of Wands because the Page of Wands is about, let's go scout it out. Let's go do some recon. Let's go out there and look and see what's going on, because there's more to this than just like building wealth. And there's a heart involved. There's a soul involved. What does your heart want? What does your soul want? And the Emperor is saying, after you've made that decision, after you've come into this, what fills my cup, what What brings in this Ten of Cups? What do I get my return of investment on? What fills my soul? Then the Emperor suggests building a structure around it, because that's what's going to help with this Nine of Swords. That's going to help with that angst, is getting a plan together. Because sometimes we think things are just impossible until we get a plan together. So a little bit of problem solving will go a long way in this situation. Can we get a couple cards of advice from the universe for this weekend? Because this weekend's going to be major with all these major arcana. It's a life transforming weekend in a way. So let's see. We got the Lovers, of course we do, because we've gotten the Lovers every day this week, I do believe, and the Hierophant. And the bottom of this is the Seven of Swords. We did have the Hierophant earlier in the week as well, with the Lovers nearby. I don't remember if it was the same day or the separate day, but that's all about picking your value system. We've talked about value system all week as well. The Lovers is about that choice around your value system. And the Hierophant speaks of that higher learning. It speaks of what you were taught, like back in the day, I don't know if you ever heard like, oh yeah, no, I just wasn't raised like that, or I was raised to do A, B, and C. Well, sitting here with the Lovers, with the Hierophant sitting here with the Lovers and the Emperor, what they're saying here, which again, this is more major arcana, what they're saying here is, I know what you were taught, I know how you were raised, and it's time for you to build your own structure around your value system. Not what you were raised to do, not what you were taught to do, but I mean, you can still incorporate some of that if that is what you want. But now it's time for you to develop your own. Now it's time for you to decide what your rules of life are going to be for you. What brings in this joy? What brings in this connection? What brings in this love? Where's your ROI? This Seven of Swords suggests that there might be some strategy to it, because whenever we analyze anything, I do believe the Seven of Swords is here to represent the problem solving aspect of it, the analyzing part of it. You might have to do a little return on investment in whatever area this is in your life, because it is life transforming, and it's worth to sit down and to look. Just remember, you're not stuck. Remember that there is a way out. There is always a plan B, C, A, B, C, D, E, F. There's always more. So don't feel stuck in it. I hope everybody has a great weekend, embraces this Page of Wand energy, and go out and scout it out. And when you scout it out, just have a ton of fun this weekend. And I'll be back on Monday with a daily. Have a great weekend, everyone. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.